Alright, what is going on, guys? It is Benny, and today we're going to be playing the brand new buffed Little Prince in Mortarbait, because honestly, this was my favorite deck that I used to love to play before Little Prince just got nerfed to oblivion. So I love to play this deck, and it is back. The balance changes have just gone live, as this guy is going super aggressive at the start. So we're going to have to show him who's boss here and show him that we are cracked at this game with Mortarbait. Now, he is going to play the Inferno Tower. I'm going to play the Goblin Gang over to this side, because you'll see there, the Skeleton Barrel went down, and then we were able to get a Mortar lock because of that. So we were tanking the Inferno Tower, and he had to start his Princess all the way in the back. I think the Mortar is going to splash on that. Let's give him a little questioning thing here. Oh my gosh, okay, never mind, I'm an idiot. Now I just look silly. Okay, I'm gonna play the Knight right here first. Yeah, like that's not happening, buddy. Let's go ahead and get the Little Prince down here as well, and then we could potentially go for a Mortar here. Actually, if he's smart, he's going to hit me with a rocket, but oh my gosh, okay, this guy's a genius. But we are going to get the shot on the tower, so that's good. But he did play that very well. I have to give him credit where credit is due, because that was definitely a good play there. But we have a pretty good damage lead already off the start, despite this guy going super aggressive. Now, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start the Bomber in the back. And the really nice thing about this is the 3-card cycle with the Little Prince, because what you get with that is you can get to your Bomber very, very easily. I think I just maybe almost got baited. Doesn't look like I did. I swear sometimes a normal barrel doesn't look normal. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm crazy. But sometimes I feel like it's a little bit different, you know? I feel like they add a little bit of extra spice to it to throw me off here. But maybe I'm just schizophrenic. Now, I think what I want to do is... Actually, you know what do I want to do? The nice thing about having the Little Prince as well is you have some extra offense and defense with the Guardian ability, especially extra defense. Let's get the Skeleton Barrel in front. We are going to get the lock on the tower, so that's huge. The reason why I played the Skeleton Barrel in front was just in case he played with the Inferno Tower, because then I would have done the same thing where I played the Goblin Gang first. But because he went for the rocket, now I can start my Little Prince in the back safely, and we're holding on to that Evil Bomber. Now I'm going to play it actually just because that's going to be really good value on defense. And then let's go ahead and just log on this side. I know obviously he baited me a little bit, but I'm okay with that on this side because I'm going to go for that push. Let's go ahead and pop the Little Prince ability in case he rockets. There is the rocket, so now we have a bit more of a challenging push for him to deal with. As you can see, the Little Prince plus the Guardian are going in. The Guardian does not suck anymore, which I love to see. And then Little Prince is on the tower, just slamming through that tower. This is beautiful. I am loving this start. It is so nice to have Little Prince back into my deck, and then we can just log right here, but that's going to be a win. So let's give him a good game, and let's give him a good luck as well, as we can try to get that button down. And then let's, oh my gosh, we played the Mortar horribly there, but let's go on to the next matchup. Alright, you guys, next matchup. Now, in that last matchup, honestly, I feel like we weren't able to take advantage of having the Evil Bomber with the 3-card cycle of the Little Prince, but in this one, 100%, I mean, actually, I shouldn't say that because I have no clue, but I think we might be able to get away with that. Now, we got the Knight there, and the Mortar is going to help out with the Witch, so that's good, and we will defend this Graveyard, although we will take a decent amount of damage. That Goblin Hut is just going to ruin my day. I don't think we're going to get any damage out of this push. I would be very surprised if we did. But at least, you know what, we are here and we're having a good time. Now let's play the Bomber, and then let's go ahead and play the Mortar aggressive. And this is actually a tip that I want to give you guys as well. Sometimes it makes sense to play your Mortar in a position where it takes it one hit or two, but then you're doing that because you get the Mortar down quicker, so then they don't have the opportunity to kite it. Whereas if you waited for their card to go down and make sure that your Mortar takes 0 damage whatsoever, you actually might be in a little bit of trouble, because they're not trouble, but it's going to be harder to get a Mortar lock because they have more time to react. Now I'm going to pop the Little Prince ability there just to help out with that Witch, to make sure that she actually does go down, because she will take out the Little Prince. But the Guardian is there. We did get the Knight onto the opposite lane tower, so that is actually quite good. The Guardian should go down, and I'm not sure that he's actually going to spawn that many goblins just because he's so close. So we probably will only have to deal with 1 or 2 goblins, which I'm very okay with. Now let's go ahead, let's start the Skeleton Barrel in the back on this side, and then just kind of wait. He's going to start the Ice Wizard, so I can just go ahead and start the Bomber on this side. Let's go for the Evil Mortar on this side as well to keep that pressure up on this guy. He's going to go ahead and just tornado that right on to the Goblin hut or whatever. Now what do I want to do? Let me think. Okay, that's going to go down. Let's go ahead and do this. Did he use his Barb Barrel? I can't remember. Let's go ahead, let's play the Skeleton Barrel here, and then let's pop the Little Prince ability now to make sure that that Barbarian doesn't do anything too crazy. And then I guess I could, no, actually that Evil Bomber is pointless. That's definitely not going to work. Okay, what do I want to do here. Let's go ahead. Let's get the Goblin Gang here. We do get one Evil Bomber shot on the tower, so that's good. Let's go ahead and play the Mortar into the opposite lane here just to get that going. And then I guess I'll start the Little Prince in the back here. We can play the Bomber right here to make sure that hut doesn't spawn too many goblins or anything, and maybe put some extra pressure on this guy. And then he's going to stack up really nicely here for us, so we are going to take all of that out, and we will get the Mortar lock on the tower, which is huge. I'll play the Skeleton Barrel to get that going, and then let's pop the Little Prince ability here to keep that alive for a second, just so that we can take out that Knight. And we are going to get some great damage with the Skeleton Barrel there on the tower as well. Little Prince is going to start firing and helping out with everything there. Let's play the Bomber right here, and then let's go ahead and get a Knight down here. Oh my gosh, Little Prince is the GOAT right now. Holy crap, I'm loving this. Let's go ahead. That was a very aggressive graveyard for him to play. We can just play the Evil Bomber, and then we can log to make sure that we don't take any damage, but we're going to get everything on the opposite lane. Let's give him a good game. Let's give him a good luck, and let's go on into the next. Alright guys, next matchup. Now, I am telling you guys that the meta has definitely changed to be in favor of Mortar. I'm like so confident in that. I mean, okay, I should be a little bit careful because actually I have no clue what the future holds, but I think that this is a good season to play Mortar because I think there's going to be a lot of different Mortar decks that you can play. Cannon Cart is better, obviously. Little Prince is usable, hopefully. Demolisher used to go well into Mortar and Mortar Graveyard, and that's here. So there's just so many different options that you guys can use. Now he's going to hit me with the arrows. This is probably going to be Pump Golem, so we do want to try to make sure that we're keeping the pressure up on him. The one thing that sucks about using Little Prince is the fact that lightning can kind of counter it quite well. However, because they use lightning, it's not like they're getting 4 elixir down. With the Musketeer, they're really getting 3. So, you know, if you're spamming, then you can maybe get away with it. With this deck, especially having that 3-card cycle, you might be able to get away with kind of spamming different cards and stuff and getting back to it quickly. We will get the Skeleton Barrel there on the tower, and he's going to give us that damage. That is a very nice gift from him there, so we're going to get some great damage on the tower. I'm happy with that. I'll play the Knight and also the Bomber. Ooh, okay, hold up. Okay, what do I want to do here? I think I'm going to start the Little Prince right here, and then we are going to get the Knight hitting the tower and the Bomber. Let's go ahead and get a defensive Mortar down here, and then I'm going to play the Skeleton Barrel here just to kind of distract the bats for a second and the Witch, and then we can go ahead and do the Goblin Gang right here. Let's go ahead and pop the Little Prince ability as well, make sure that we're okay, and then all of that will go down. So pretty solid defense there, if I do say so myself, but he does have a pump down, so that's the only thing that could potentially be quite bad. I do want a Fireball, but at the same time I know that I can't, so I think maybe we just have to rely on our Evil Mortar. This is definitely going to be really good Fireball value, and if we can get back to a second Fireball so that that E-Drag is useless, that would be amazing. Let's go ahead, let's do this, and then let's get the Knight back here actually to pull all of that, and then we can go ahead and get the Little Prince down here, and then I'm just going to wait a second. Evil Mortar is doing its thing. Let's go ahead and log to cycle, and then let's get a Goblin Gang right here. Ooh, that was not good. Okay, and then we're going to have to Fireball here, so let's go ahead and do that. The Lumberjack is going to do a ton of damage on my tower, but we still are okay. Let's go ahead and get another defensive Mortar down, make sure that we don't get clapped, but I'd be pretty surprised if he's able to get onto the tower in time. Let's just pop the Little Prince ability, be a little bit extra annoying, go ahead and get a Skeleton Barrel here, and that's going to be a win. So let's give him a good game, let's give him a good luck, and let's go on. Last matchup, you guys know exactly how this is now. What do I want to do here? Let's cycle the Bomber, we might as well get that cycle going, and then okay, he's going to go for the Tombstone. That's a little bit interesting. I guess we can just kind of chill out for a second and see what we want to do here. Let's start the Little Prince in the back, especially because he played the Knight right there. I'm wondering what this is. If this is Lava Hound, then I'm going to be a little bit depressed, because I think Lava Hound, ooh, it is Lava Hound, but actually he's stacking up pretty well here, so we could get wait, hold up, what is this? I have no clue what this is, guys. I'm going to be honest with you. Maybe it's Recruits or something, or like a Mega Knight type of deck. I'm not really sure. Oh my gosh, Little Prince is such a GOAT, man. I actually miss using it. Holy crap. I know some of you guys are probably sitting here thinking, Benny, I hate Little Prince, get rid of it. But honestly, I love Little Prince. It is amazing. Let's play the Mortar right here just because we're playing very quick. Let's go ahead and get a Skeleton Barrel down there as well. He's going to play the Knight and the Magic Archer, so I can just Fireball here and get some great value as well as get the Skeletons on the tower. So we're going to get some damage, and the Skeletons split up actually, so they're going to help take out the Knight so that our Mortar gets one extra shot, which is very nice. He used his arrows actually, so if he goes for a Hog Rider, I'm going to Goblin Gang, and if he predicts me with a log, that's going to be horribly depressing. We also have our Evil Bomber, so that's good. We definitely want to try to utilize that if we can. I'm going to start the Little Prince right here, and then he's going to start a Firecracker there. That's a little bit interesting, man. I'm not really sure how I feel about that. Let's go ahead. Let's get the... Ooh, actually, that's going to just not work out in our favor here. Actually, we will take out the Firecracker, and we'll get a hit on the Tombstone, which is awesome. I'm going to pop the Little Prince ability here. That Evil Knight, though, is going to kind of ruin our plan. Let's go ahead and Fireball here, see if we can get something going. I don't think we're going to get a lock on the tower, though. I would be absolutely amazed if that happened, but the Bomber can help out with that mini P.E.K.K.A. He did go for a high Magic Archer, so unfortunately the Skeleton Barrel has no chance of getting on, but he played the Tombstone to stop it from getting anywhere even close, so I'm actually very happy about that. Let's go ahead and get the Little Prince down. The Mortar should shoot on the Magic Archer and take that out, which is good. And then let's go ahead and get the Knight right here, and let's get a Bomber down, and then I'm going to play the Skeleton Barrel there, and then he's going to use his arrows, so now I'm going to go ahead and get a Goblin Gang in here as well, just because we have the Skeleton Barrel going in. We can get the Goblin Gang going in, and we're going to get some great damage on the tower there. I'm very happy with that, and then I'm just going to chill out for a second. He might go for a Hog Rider at the bridge. If he does, I can go for the Fireball. Gotcha. So we can do that, and then the Mortar should fire on the Firecracker, but I don't think we really need to do anything about that. We got the Little Prince down, so let's go ahead and cycle a Skeleton Barrel, and then I'm actually going to go ahead and try to get... Oh, I messed that. Oh, wait, hold up. Did it walk into it? Okay, beautiful. That was a really good value Fireball. I love having that 3-card cycle to be able to do that. He's going to hit me with the arrows. Let's go ahead and get a Goblin Gang in front of this. The Little Prince got 2 shots on the tower, and then we should be locked on the tower now, I think. Yes, we are. So that's going to be a lock, and that should be a win. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it, and I cannot wait to see you guys in the next one.